Anybody who wants to know what farmers do all day? Cows. Where are these baby kitties?
Back to the wall.
Back. Okay, maybe we can find them when we're done. Like when we're all done. All right, we got the side by side. We got to keep moving. Actually, it's almost 7:30 and we got to move the cows, and I don't really want to do that in the dark, so I just threw a shirt on and grabbed the kids and ran out the door. We'll see how this goes. Well, hopefully the spider is hiding. We are headed to the back. We got to get the cows from one pasture to the next. Look at my ride, yeah. And then we got to try to get, which is going to be interesting, it's always interesting. We're going to try to get a few cows with their calves, the mamas and babies. We're going to try to get them into a different pasture because the one is going to be a little bit overpopulated. So we want to make sure that everybody has plenty to eat. And yeah, I'm going to quit. I'll talk to you later. I do see that gate.
Yeah, but the window one.
Oh my.
Look at window gate.
Oh, is that where you put the calves?
Yes.
Aw. Oh my goodness.
See it over
You can see. We're gonna go to the feeding area because they seem to want to follow me. There they go. Now they're gonna follow. Here, you just told us to stay here. They're really shaking this. Shaking this thing. He's making sure we have all the babies. Okay, now he said to go. There's some babies. Whoops. All right, they're all coming out. Oh yeah, they're all like, yeah. She wants to go to that pasture, I bet. Look at the moon. Isn't that a beautiful moon? She's like, come here, baby. Oh yeah, look at all these babies. We should count all the babies. Oh, that one's so cute. 1, 2, 3. Well, I hear Daddy. He does want to go to the shop and play. Oh, you can't have the camera. I'm going to show. I'm trying to separate. Oh, no, you don't need the camera. You don't need the camera. Anybody who wants to know what farmers do all day? Cows. A little further, it's open pasture. But I wouldn't follow our screaming thing either. A little bit of a cow drive going on. I hope everyone had a wonderful Easter. We are gonna go grab the little baby chicks. It was too cold to have them out today, but I felt kind of bad for them being all cooped up in the garage. So we're gonna go grab them. I have a little helper, so it's gonna take a little longer than normal. Thought I might as well record while I'm waiting for my helper. She's at that stage where she just takes forever. But so yeah, the footage that you guys just watched, we were moving cows. They had to come out of the hog timber. So back in the day, Rhett's grandpa actually had hogs back there. It was before Rhett was even born, so I don't know, 40, 50 years ago. Anyway, it's a timber area, like, you know, what you see behind me. And so there's actually a lot of cover for baby calves. So it's just the perfect place to put them for spring calving. And there's a lot of grazing, but now that it's warmer and we don't really have to worry about snow so much, we have snow in our forecast for this week, but I doubt we'll get much, if any. But now that we don't have to worry about the wind and the snow and that kind of weather, we can move them to pasture, which there's timber on all of our pasture areas. It's just that place is just way more protected. However, because there was already cows out on those pastures, we had to sort off 6 cow-calf pairs to move to another pasture that could hold more cows. And so before kids, I would be out there with Rhett cutting the cows, but that's a figure of speech, obviously. But since we had 2 little riders in the side-by-side, we just can't do that so much. So anyway, he sorted them off, and just kind of at random. It didn't really matter as long as you had the cow and the calf together. As long as we had the cow and the calf together, it didn't really matter what cows went. And then the kids and I the kids sat in the side-by-side, but then I kind of like held them off, kept them over to the side. We moved the rest of the bunch to the pasture that was way far back, and then those other 6 we moved in the dark, so that was interesting because the kids decided they weren't going to take naps that day, and they literally fell asleep in the side-by-side, and they were like sleeping on each other, and it was really hard to drive. And I didn't realize the side-by-side was so dirty when I jumped in it, but we didn't have time to clean it or anything, and I couldn't see it all. So I was trying to balance sleeping children and see, and it was really rough. But we had a wonderful Easter. I hope you guys did too. I know it's kind of lonely, but I will say normally I feel so exhausted and tired after holidays like that, and this time we had breakfast at my parents' just because, I mean, everybody farms, so we haven't been anywhere. So, I mean, obviously you're a little nervous about it, but none of us have been anywhere. So we just had breakfast and watched church on TV. Like they hooked up their laptop and had it on the TV, and it was actually really nice. I up for it. It was kind of nice. Rhett's family, both of his sisters are actually doctors, so I was very surprised we didn't do anything with at least his parents and his younger sister, but the older sister has been compromised. Somebody's husband, a coworker's husband, tested positive, so the sister has been hiding out on the farm trying to keep out of the house. So they ended up tiling, and JJ and Rhett came back from tiling, and they were going to go to Dairy Queen. So we all went to Dairy Queen for supper for Easter, which is kind of funny, but it was really good. It was a nice little getaway, and back to the daily grind. I'm honestly surprised we're not in the fields, but with the temperatures being so low at night, I mean, it was 25 last night, I think, and then it's going to be 30 throughout the week, and then, like I said, we're expecting snow. So this week was kind of a bad deal. So they decided they wanted to wait a little bit longer and just go ahead and hit it hard, and then when it's a little warmer. So anyway, I hope you guys had a wonderful Easter, a wonderful Resurrection Day. Hey, so it was too cold to have the chicks out in the yard today. We actually have them in like a child pen area. I don't know, it's hard to explain. I'll show you sometime. I know I have a lot of footage of it already, but it was too cold to do that, but I felt bad about leaving them in the garage just because they're in a indoor dog cage, actually, like a small dog cage, but with 5 little chicks, it's just, they're getting to the point where it's just a little crowded. And so I thought I'd bring them in here. I'm a little interested to see how it went, especially because the hen decided she wanted to lay eggs this morning, and so she was not budging. I was a little nervous about having her in with them, but I hear the ducks. I know the ducks are okay at least, but we'll see how well. I don't really want to leave the chicks in here. I want to leave them under the heat lamp tonight in the garage, but we'll see how it goes getting them all in. I don't know. Hopefully we can get footage, but I may end up keeping my toddler from grabbing their heads. So we'll see how it goes. Well, that was interesting. That definitely did not go as smoothly as I hoped, but everybody's safe and sound. Daddy and JJ just got home, so Ellie and I are going to meet up with them and put these little babies under a heat lamp. As always, we love you so much. Thanks for being here. Catch you next time, and be sure to subscribe. We'll see ya. You guys are so relaxing to watch. Thanks so much for joining us. Don't forget to press subscribe if you haven't already. Give us a big thumbs up. If you like what you saw, leave us a comment. Let us know where you're from. I'm just always interested to read those comments. So look forward to hearing from you, and we'll catch you next time. Don't forget to subscribe.